dragon looked to be far more powerful than any monster we have yet encountered.
The liberty only may be. We must challenge and defeat it all the same.
Well, I strike right where it hurts. Hurting yet?
Focus your attacks!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Fear not, it's well in it.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud. The elves of the Arbor have long treasured these woods. It would sadden them to see it defiled by this creature.
On my way!
The beast is uncannily swift for its size. It can change position in the blink of an eye.
Mayhap if we follow close behind it, we could find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position.
Understood.
Douse the flames! Victory is at hand! Give no quarter!
That horn appears to be the source of its power. Let us not miss this chance to strike it.
Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
Oh, you return. I am so happy to see you safe. You were gone so long. I was very worried. Oh. You think we should leave the Arbor? I am not sure my father will like that idea. But I can try to convince him. Please, follow me.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
I quite agree.
Nun vi oyunda atar.
Findelnar, nevea nolwende lis kemen. Morivin lis palan oio eromar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler, nun mor arda her. Fionar elwe erfarne nenwen sur orne, I avstir lalastar, nun falesmir malananon?
Morvani morivin Findelnar. Neveatara morivin. Lis va aldakar kemen ros. Hera ur lis nun. Yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfirtara. Eteler caril morivin alcadar palan. Kemen nun lis alecano. Surne kemen ros herenon yav kuruir. Falis isilrod lintar. Neja valecano vea nun sinde lungtena.
Nun lis amanda kill angadur femor.
Herenon nun lia Findelnar. Lia wemor. Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin. Morivin kemen turalecano. Menelum heroth mor carilm anardor.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya. Ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme Alcarwa? Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte. Sorne an fameltol, vanelin hyror soron. Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arte her firnis. Nundis amanda kill angadur.
That man's head is harder than the Arbor Heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
By your leave.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
poor must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Pray, slow your feet!
Casinque telpi nun finaler. Lera ne fir heranon, anne arta her firnis. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermor, anendun.
Nenambue javstir uru findelnar. Kemen ros uru neteren, ne romen an artelpe minasfana.
Luintaremi kinalen meltol, parantelumi an lis, ne meltol linkan aldacar, an fir nun fiamor.
Palan hiar menran, lis fa arnefane, elorato ala, nun nenwen mor aiwanon, al carwa iavstir lalastar, nun falas mi.
The elves...
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not? Beware.
I near tire of our talk.
We've no need of arrows. None of us can use them.
They are hardly a burden on our packs. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I've just had a thought. When I recall our first visit to Vernworth, I cannot help but be astounded at how far you've come, Master. We shall carry this city in our hearts wherever we tread. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. Tell is, Vermund was once a Beastren kingdom. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. The sun climbs high. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. How might I serve you, Arisen?
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Your Majesty. How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world? Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regentkin. Let us aid him however we may.
Understood.
Trade favors the patient.
I cannot afford another night. Still waiting on that report. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Oh, could use a rest.
But not at the expense of my duty.
A welcome respite.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Not a bad idea. We shall wait here till your business is done.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Combat training. No complaints to real now.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulder, pummel from point.
I'm about ready to fall.
It will be safe in my possession till you decide to reclaim it. Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
Of course.
Any last words?
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
We've caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity.
You can count upon my aid.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Are you all right? Perhaps you should rest a moment.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Hurting yet? That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
During my time with Lord Phaesus, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing that could save your presence, Master. Full glad am I that we have been reunited.
Well, into the world mar your reunion. They are but proof of our willingness to band together.
Shall come to you. Well done. First and foremost, we'll want to knock it off balance. It will prove a much easier target when lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seek victory.
Together, we are indomitable.
Once more. I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Skeletons! Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Feast your eyes on this!
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
On my way!
Our foe yet.
We must find a way to keep it from summoning spirits. That's faces an unending horde.
I doubt they serve it willingly. We'll say we liberate them. I'll put an end to this foe, Master.
Burning the midnight oil, I see. The pawns here are all men, I notice. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. Have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's any... You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
Right where I want you.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Fascinating.
No ordinary beast.
We must face our foe unflinchingly, however fearsome it may be. I do not understand. This kingdom was built on the Arisen's rightful rule, and yet the people shun their true sovereign.
They've got it all wrong. I'm sure our master does not seek a reward, only to help those in need.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
It is ideal terrain for crossing so nimble a foe. Let us use this one to find an optimal place to strike.
If we do not expunge this evil from violence, all will be lost. The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
Took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
You have my fullest There is a matter I would entrust my thanks.
I cannot begin to fathom. What will become of the world after this?
Who would wish for such a calamity? I refuse to let this be the end of it.
Serpents! There!
Pulled that off with nary a hitch. This will be a rude shock for our foe to find you pinched their loot. Kill her quick!
It's been a hard day.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
My thanks. Pray, take this.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Focus your strength, Arisen! Beast spits a foul substance. Avoid it at all costs. Watch out.
I did it, Arisen! I've a hold on the creature!
Well said.
Cast the flames! Almost too late!
Growths are its weak points, but they will recover over time. We must focus our attacks upon them.
Right where I want you. Find the
fluid it's raised. It will do more than sting. Caution! Peril approaches.
Aim for them if you can.
The beast is reactionary, lashing out when attacked. We need to use this to our advantage.
By your lead.
What an unsettling thing, that dragon. But what was it truly?
All that matters is that the Arisen is unharmed.
Few are privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are...
Well met, sir. How's the day treat? Do you come again?
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable, given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Bagnatal.
Tis as you...
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other. Then Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while... You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
We're still in the fight!
A nightmare?
You plan to roll over and die, then?
Make sense of this.
Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
You dare! Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
What's this then? I can't make sense.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
I'll crush you if you keep that up.
This can't be how it ends. Through with a decent supper.
I'm a goner.
In my wares.
This looks like my luck's run out. I'll gut you and feed you your entrails.
I've never been this scared in my life!
Well,
Can't handle this. I always despair.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Go on, have a look.
Fie! This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarrelling after this. This drain...
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see.
Looking for aught in particular?
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself. Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land. You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies. That's quite enough.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half...
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Huzzah! You done it!
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Understood.
None of these milksops are
Heavens heed this wish, for all our sakes.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sight, sir.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish yet ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave this land behind. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words, as our own have fallen on deaf ears. Would you be willing to call on him in our stead? Of course, you are free to decline if our proposal is an unwelcome one.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Back Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
Huzzah! You done it!
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
I must remember to place that supply.
The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
I shall suffer none to disturb me.
Where to now? Not much going on.
A lonely place, but not without its...
Would you care to talk a moment?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to... Many paths are close to us now. On account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction! But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
That's what I'm talking about!
That's it. Not a chance.
You're going to regret that.
One shaking.
Why do you hesitate? Let me have it! Impeccable! Not bad, eh?
Pathetic. I'm glad I can't see myself just now.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. It seems this is the only way forward. Fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. principles unproven as dust on the wind.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
The beast. Naught can be achieved without... There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. Nay, some link must persist twixt this mayhem and my research. I shall not concede. What a singular creature. This one called... Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee of safety. The oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided to evacuate. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work.
Very well. I shall return.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.
Go. Have a look.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Wearing armor all day.
A treasure chest! My mistake. It is merely another spot for gathering materials.
Greetings. It's healing waters, always a pleasure.
Settling down just isn't what I want from life. What should I get up to today?
I shall protect myself.
A welcome respite from all that
I
hustle
suppose
and
it is
bustle.
only going that we must have time. This place is just some
Winkle of misfortune. Pleasant space. Just a short rest, then I'll be off. Ne'er understood what it meant to be devout.
At least here I can let down my hair.
Father talks.
I'll do what I can here. And why not? Rather have aught to do than stand round twiddling my thumbs. Boy there. How you dead, Gus?
I cannot afford another.
This is simply delightful. I never want to leave. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Fancy a look at my wares?
The waters of the hot spring have left us fighting fit. Now we can resume our journey with renewed vigor.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand.
I would not linger here.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Well met.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? 'Tis a miracle you're still alive, though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense, but as for his wife... well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
It's no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation, given the state of things. This should help.
It seems they bear us ill will.
Come on then.
Nice armor you got.
Seems your looks run out.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Nice armor you got. It'd look better on me, mind.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Might I be of assistance?
Chance to strike. Come fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Fear not. Shan't allow any further harm to come. The Arisen has been drenched. Incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
Master, my master knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are You'd have us evacuate with the encampment?
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high besides. I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much different.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
'Tis as you say. Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as ye're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get him to safety.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
I quite agree.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
Is as you say.
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head, at least. Always a pleasure.
Of course, Master. I shall look after it for you. You need only search my pack when you wish to reclaim it.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
This could grant...
I've supplied the body with magic aplenty, yet seen nary so much as a twitch. Furthermore, I still cannot fathom why Talos sought to obstruct us in the first place. Could it be 'twas influenced by the world? And if so...
Yon statue. Is a remnant from that which sank to the sea's floor.
I'm rather curious as to what impelled its motion to begin with.
Slow.
protect you.
Pulled that off with nearly a hitch. It will be a rude shock for our foe to find you finished their loot. Haven't you a lantern arisen?
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue can be moved. It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. It appears we've found a ballista.
It's not how we use this, but when it counts. I imagined would be most beneficial in combat.
did you do? How was this possible? You pawned. Mind. We have greater concerns at present. Let us see what comes of this.
Here you are, Master. Hope you like it. I found it myself.
Behold! The red clouds are receding! Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
Did my words reach them, I wonder? No matter. I will not be swayed in my course. Continue your fight, Arisen, as I will mine. Let it never be said that I wanted for constancy. To the last, I shall see my will done.
Is this how our world is to meet its end? How uninspired.
Ingredients are...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. Good evening, Arisen. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. How might I serve you, Arisen?
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, my one? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Burning the midnight oil, I see. May the spring's warmth follow us to our bedrolls and grant us peaceful dreams. I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels.
There is much more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long past.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. There's something strange about the way time passes here. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. Is there aught this pawn might do for you? Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. How might I serve you, Arisen?
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood. Flows through the veins of. Then I bid ye farewell.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us use it well. That it might prove a worthy investment.
The red clouds portend naught but ill omens.
If only we had some means of dispelling them. We must find a way.
over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Our fight is not yet done.
We fight. To arms.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Master, I found a campsite near here while I was journeying beyond the rift. Shall I take us there now?
No harm shall come to you!
Thank you kindly.
If your pack grows over full,
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Most effective!
How might I be of aid? A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Of course. The answer was staring me right in the face.
You've been doused in oil. You must stay clear of fire. the sun climbs high. Is there aught this pawn might do for you? Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Stout untethered!
On my way! Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Turn out your pocket!
Seems your luck's run out. And mine.
Halt, I say!
Come on,
Nice
put up
armor
a
you've got.
fight.
Did look fair. You'll not get past me!
Can't wait to find out what's inside. Oh, but I do miss the luxury of an ox cart now that they're not operating.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again? The long chest lies just beyond our reach.
You could almost think it's Texas.
way forward is unclear. How are we to proceed? Methinks I can make it over there. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Nicely done! Glad to be of service.
Well said.
Heather, quick!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. What are you doing? We are in the midst of battle.
I'll put an end to this foe, Master. What a fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master.
Now that is a surprise.
The monster seems to have found something. Pulled that off with nearly a hitch. It will be a rude shock for our foe to find you pinched their loot.
No harm shall come to you!
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Hang in there. You'll pull through. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?